You're obviously back in Madrid now to defend your title, and it's a city you've had a lot of success in.
Yeah, it's been very successful for me here in Madrid. I've really always enjoyed myself here. Rarely did I come here and play awful. I guess it's also in a good part of the season where usually I do play good tennis. I've just had a bit of a break, so I'm coming back from not exactly knowing how good my game's at. The draw is as it is. It's always tough in the Masters 1000s, but of course, you know, trying to defend the title, I better get through my first round to have an opportunity. And I've been playing well, feeling good, and now obviously I'm really excited to be back on tour because eventually being home gets a bit boring, so it's exciting being back.
As you said, you've had a big break. The last time we saw you was Indian Wells. What have you been doing since then? Has it been just on the clay?
Yeah, I mean, I took a rest first of all. I had to, you know, heal the back issue I had. You know, after that was a bit of a thing that was, you know, a bit worrying. But then now the last, you know, weeks have been great. I was practicing in Switzerland all through on the clay. Obviously, April weather in Switzerland is always very up and down, but I managed to get through and have good hitting partners and good friends come in to play with me, and we had a good time, and I was really motivated and excited to be back in Switzerland working hard, and that hopefully is going to give me a lot of motivation, inspiration, you know, moving forward.
The so-called Big Four are here, only for I think the second time this year. I mean, in your time in tennis and also historically, do you think there's ever been a sort of such a dominant top four? You know, all four won a Grand Slam last year and that kind of thing.
I mean, look, obviously it's quite unique, I think, even though every generation has its top players and, you know, they face off a lot of the times. But I think the depth that we keep on reaching semis and quarters and finals all the time, and that the biggest tournaments are continuously won by the top guys, is quite extraordinary. Even though I feel like the group right behind us is extremely strong and the depth in men's tennis is very good, for some reason, because of the court speed, I don't know if it's, we don't have the clay court specialist anymore, we don't have the grass court specialist anymore, everybody can play on everything right now. So when you go on a run, you can go through different surfaces, and then that makes it extremely difficult for guys to all of a sudden just peak on a particular surface, you know, because the top guys are always there, or at least 3 out of the 4, and that's what makes it difficult, but very exciting for the fans.
And obviously having opponents like Rafa and Djokovic and Murray, does that make you a better player? Does that push you to the limit?
I would think so. I mean, I thought it was a very good thing to have Rafa around. I mean, Rafa for me has been amazing, you know, to play against him. I think he definitely got the best out of me. So I think I learned a lot because he has such a unique playing style. Djokovic and Murray came a little bit later, but nevertheless, I mean, it's unbelievable how much they've improved as well and how successful they've been now. And they're, I think, in their absolute prime right now. So it's really nice playing against them as well. And I really feel against each one of them, I've had really tough matches and we sort of match up well against each other. I'm the only guy in there with a one-handed backhand, so obviously I have to maneuver them around a bit differently than the other guys do. And I think maybe in the process they enjoy also playing against me because of my unique playing style.